30 local restaurants' abrupt closure has some former employees speaking out, who they say they're still owed money and they weren't properly notified of the closure. Brittany Harry spoke to the restaurant's owner and some former employees live at Diane's restaurant with more on that story.
Well, yeah, Tricia, so we were at Diane's restaurant right now. If you are familiar with Cincinnati's west side at all, you've probably heard of this restaurant. Well, it's closing after 44 years, the owner says, 24 of those right here at the location behind me on Anderson Ferry Road.
I left Friday thinking, I was going to walk right in back on Monday. And
on Monday, Diane's restaurant officially closed. This note seen on the door notifying anyone who stops by. Owner Ray Allen East, known to most as Owl, says he made the difficult decision after years of struggling to keep his restaurant afloat.
Everything was week by week, and that's bad. You can't survive on week by week.
Some former employees tell Fox 19 the closure comes as no surprise, but they aren't happy with the lack of communication. They say they learned they were without a job through social media.
I was working on Sunday.
Did you know it was going to be your last day?
I had no idea it was going to be my last day. I mean, you could see that the business was going downhill. We weren't getting trucks in. A lot of stuff wasn't coming in, but I was not expecting it to be my last day.
East says he was never really able to recover from the impact COVID had on his restaurant. That, combined with rising food prices, he says forced him to have to close.
That's hard to put in words. It's sad. But it is what it has to be, so.
I just want to get what I'm owed, and I just want them to talk to us.
Some former employees say they are still owed money and they stuck around under the assumption they'd eventually get paid.
I have no money to pay them, and it's a sad thing because you have them come in and work for you and then knowing that you ain't going to be able to pay them next week.
I understand that he doesn't have the money, and that's fine, but I mean, I think we're going to pursue an avenue where we're going to look to get paid. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's, I feel bad for him that he can't pay us and that he doesn't have the money, but I feel just as bad for me that I'm not going to be paid. I mean, I worked 80 hours the last 2 weeks and I'm not going to get paid for it. That just doesn't seem right to me.
East says he's turning in the keys today, closing this chapter.
But I miss all my customers, and there's nothing I can do or say to bring them back because there's nothing here anymore. But I wish them all good luck, and like I said, I love them all.
So as for the workers, they say that they really did enjoy working here. They say that everybody was really like a family here. One of them you just saw, he had worked here for 8 years, so really got to know a lot of the customers as well. East says that this closure is very emotional for him too because his wife recently passed away in September after a long battle with dementia. So as for what's next for this building, that's unclear at this point. East says that he did turn in the keys to the landlord today and that he plans to file for bankruptcy. Reporting on the west side, Brittany Harry, Fox 19 Now.